Hey guys, DFD here, aka Dark Frozen Depths, back with more Criss Chronicles Sagas. Now, in this part, which should be part 9, we're actually going to backtrack a little bit. I've already buffed up my characters a little bit more. They're now level 160 to 170, maybe 180 in a few cases. They got a nice amount of speed and everything. Now, if you notice, every last one of them has their maxed out CP. This took a lot of grinding. Now, that said, this is what they all can get now. Their ultimates. That said, I will no longer need CP, period point blank. Except for maybe in a few cases, like I noticed Kazuya still needs her flow abilities, but that will happen eventually. But everybody can now use their ultimates. That's the main thing I wanted. Each one is elemental based on what their strongest element is. For instance, if you use Rave, his is darkness based. If you use Kazuka's, his is ice based. Luna is non-elemental. Mine is the only exception to this rule, considering that two things. Hers costs MP, not HP, and it costs a lot of MP. But what it does is, it fully heals everyone. Gives them a buff to slowly regenerate HP MP, removes all bad statuses, raises every single stat including HP and MP. So keep that in mind. Your maximum HP and MP will increase off of her. Worth getting. In fact, I would suggest having her in the front lines in every single boss fight. Just for that reason. But you want to learn everybody's ultimates just because. Terrors also has an interesting little effect of lowering defenses for a long time. So as long as they don't remove that, you're good to go. But everybody has their ultimates finally. Now, once I get enough CP for Kazuya, she'll end up getting the last of her abilities. I overlooked that. But why are we back here in Citadel? It's because this is where the air travel center is. Now, if you notice, I still can't get to the next region. That's because it's... Well, there's another region, actually. The mythical region's unlocked, but I still can't get to the final region. Now, I can go to the mythical region and sit up and go get some extra stuff, which includes everybody's third weapons, which we'll do eventually. And there's also the fact of completing another thing in the industrial region, which just opened up since we have the ability to backtrack. But we're going to mythical region first, in order to get everybody's weapons up. But this is a massive, massive region. And our target is, in fact, hopefully getting in the memory forest. I should be strong enough to take these guys on too. But this will show off the ultimate. Insane damage. But it's elemental. You're going to want to have a lot, and I do mean a lot, of restores here. I also went and got somebody's Book of Life. I think I'll give it to Terra. Now granted, I have no clue where to go on this one because I kind of forgot, but these guys still exist. I suggest killing them whenever possible. The higher your levels get, the better. Because now it's a speed. Eventually you'll get enough speed to just outrun every enemy except for some of the really tough endgame ones. As long as you have the growth necklace on, you'll still gain a few levels per kill on those guys. But these guys are also roaming the continent as well. And they are no pushovers. That's if they get a hit in. As you can see, it takes a few to kill them. But with my stats in the upper 70,000s, I can handle pretty much anything that comes my way in this continent, and on another one I left back in the Commerce region. And honestly, if I'm fast enough, I can flat out outrun them. But this is exactly where I wanted to go. This place is called Memory Forest. And you still get game overs. But the main thing is to sip and go in these top 10 areas up here for optional boss fights. Now, you get scripted parties in this, meaning their stats and everything are set in a certain way. But doing these fights rewards you with a few things. Like each character gets an ability called Time Decay when you do clear their boss, and their weapon gets upgraded. We're going in order. So this is constant. Be sure to save before and after each one. And I recommend using Reflex. As you can see, I got set abilities and spells and whatnot. And everybody still has their second level weapons. Which means you'll do 2 normal attacks. But this is more of a test of your reaction commands for now. And if your health gets low, for God's sake, please heal. Now then, with that said, everybody's back in there. Now, if you check Kazuka's skills, he now has a Time Decay ability. And if you check his equipment, he's now upgraded to his 3rd level weapon. Do this for everybody. Also, a little lesser known fact, if you check key items, you now have something called the Memory Key. You will use those memory keys later on. But these gives a little bit of a backstory to everybody. Same drill as before though. And each fight was personally tested by me in order to be able to actually do something. But be very careful because you can die. And it will give you a game over if you do. Just try and get as many successful hits as you can. You will likely have to heal at least once per fight. Also, a little lesser known fact, you don't get any CP for that, really. But Narissa now has a better weapon. If you notice too, purple dots on the map are going away. This means that you've actually done that fight. If you try to go in it again, nothing happens. If you want to understand the backstory and why this is called Memory Forest, then play the game yourself. And as always, download link is in the description. This part is definitely one of the better ones. Because no matter how strong you get, it's set so you actually do some things. The fights aren't that bad. And also, lesser known fact too, that even if you go to this place before the second weapons, then you will still have second weapons on these guys. But you can only get there if you manage to somehow hack the game. I've set it so you can't access the second continent by normal means. I mean the third continent. And kudos if you get criticals, that speeds things up greatly. But it will switch everybody back in order once you finally get things back in the line. Now granted, you can do this in any order you want, but you still need to do all 10 if you want to access the boss fight for this area. The true boss fight. Nine times out of 10, you'll see things wear off, too. Just recast it if you need to. But if you do decide to do this area, it's going to force you to use everyone. If you're not trying to fully complete the area, just pick the character you want and just get their weapon. But unfortunately, you won't be able to get their ultimates if you're doing a specific run, so this is where your hunt for weapons would end. Somebody's getting lucky on criticals. But yeah, these weapon upgrades give them extra hits in their combos, and it also gives them some extra boosts too. In the case of the highly usable mages, like Terra for instance, her weapon upgrades will increase her magic attack. After this, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's hit all nines. On the low HP characters, be safe and just heal up every time you get hit. See, easy. But I'm also going to save up just to be safe. I'm getting close to the point where I'm going to start facing some tougher ones. Plus, I've gotten quite a few upgraded weapons. Now here's where it gets tricky, because you're going to be facing enemies that hit you with pretty much the spell that really is it, which is Magic Blast. You also have to be wary of what you need to do for this fight. Due to the fact that they're using Magic Blast, I managed to tone down the damage they do for these two specific shadows. Still doesn't mean you can go easy on them, especially with being Maya's one of the ones you're using. Their HP is low. But you're doing no damage. That means you need to use your spell. And for that reason, you need to absorb MP when it's necessary. So always save a little bit just in case. If you want to MP steal their MP away, it's gonna take a lot. And as I said, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody hits all 9s. That's a true max number that you'll see on any of those stats that hit 5 digits down below. Maya's already got it on Magic, just for getting that upgrade. If you also look, the weapon descriptions have changed too. Although honestly, you shouldn't have any weapons. I've kind of glitched that out. It's not like you'll be able to change them anyway, but yeah. And I'm sorry, but I just love Luna. Weak against attack roll. Little side note, I'm looking forward to Nekopara. I might even do a Let's Play on Volume 3. Except for if I do, I'm going to have to get rid of the NSFW scenes or the 18 plus, because there's no way I'm going to be able to show those. Even censored, I don't think I want to show them. Also, with how this guy's designed, you won't, and I repeat, won't do any damage on this guy with Magic Blast as much as you want to try it. It's just pathetic. No point in even doing it. Even normal hits do more than it. And I can almost guarantee you a mana steal on both Maya and Luna. And I keep screwing up. But as long as they're doing consistent damage, that helps. guy should be finished up pretty soon. Now then, that got everybody their stuff. I'm unsure how I got 2 shimmering staffs. I really gotta look into that. But everybody has their best stuff so far. And now with all 10 keys, you can do this. Normally there'd be some dialogue to say, oh, you need a certain key. Not sure if you also noticed this, but there's no fights in this area aside from these bosses. Like I said, this is an optional area. You can do it as soon as you can reach the 3rd continent. It'll be like that in game too. But yeah, 3rd continent, 3rd weapon. Yeah, 2nd continent, 2nd weapon. Just figure it out that way. And you can get their 4th weapons too right after this, but it's going to take a long time to try and do that. Because you definitely need to be buffed. And now I'd like to save before I do this, because the minute you open this door, you're going to have a fight. And this is the guy that sent all the shadows after you. He's just some sad dude. Interestingly enough, you can't learn skills either. I set it up like that. And even though their levels are 250, which really ups their speed and stuff, you're still going to need some stuff. Interestingly enough, if you have sad things, it's still usable here. You can even put the brooches on them if you want. I would suggest doing that. But I'm going to live dangerously. And now my active party, I'm going to want one heavy magic hitter. Another one that can use different stuff. And 2 really good physicals. Music sounds epic too. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you sit back and listen to this. I'll say something if necessary. And with that, you get an Ultra All-Up and an Elemental Cave. A Shield of Time Decay, which is the only way of getting that. Now, that Shield of Time Decay is an interesting one. It really defends you, cuts your speed in half a bit, and does a few other nice little perks, but it's only for defense. That combined with the absolute defense will give you a lot, and I repeat, a lot of damage reduction. Enough to start tanking everything. But now that I got that second Elemental Cave, Maya's finally got that. And you can go back there, but there's nothing there. But with that, everybody's up to snuff. Now there's another little side area that's here as well, but we're going to end up doing that later. Music's even soothing in this place. And with this, we're going to move on to the industrial region and take care of that sad area. Been quite a long time, hasn't it? Yeah, sorry about my voice or anything like that. I've been talking a lot and it's making my throat a little dry. Because I've done quite a few parts back to back again, but I'm hoping to have them all up in the same day. But this guy definitely want to fight, because Kazia still needs something. Didn't mean to do that. That's useless. But with everybody, see, they got plenty of time. She is almost there. These guys, I don't even know why they even try. If you must let spit on them, they'd probably die. Now that book of Earth, I'm going to give to somebody as well. Now I also have 10 Ultra Olives, so let's use them. It should be noted too that everybody's going to get roughly about 5,000 to each stat, about 500,000 to HP, about 50,000 to MP every time you use 10 of those. Now this area is going to be a pain in the behind if you're not prepared. But I got everybody start weapons for a reason. But these gargoyle guards, they hit pretty hard. And have a lot of health. Find nothing but gargoyle guards for the most part. Thankfully, I'm quick enough to just run. These optional areas give you a lot of nice stuff and you just sit back and explore them or even just level them up. I'll actually fight these guys. And if you want another elemental weakness, just wind. Even if it doesn't cause instant death, Zentetsu is a very strong skill. But I'm going to change to a group that can hit everybody at once. And do it pretty nicely. And I'm only fighting the double groups. But I'm going to advance things a little bit further, guys, so give me a second. Okay, we're back, guys, and now that I've advanced a little bit further, this is a little mechanic that's going to be in the main game a little bit more once it's fully completed. Enemies guarding treasure chests. It's the same run-of-the-mill enemies that you find here. But it's still the fact that they're guarding something. But over this way is where the boss is at as well. Now this is the enemy that you had to face. And he does a lot of damage, as you can see. What I'm going to do is buff everybody's attack and just beat the crap out of them. Or better yet, time to show off ultimate. One shot. Even though he is resistant to damage. There's yet another book of Earth. This book shall go to Kazita. Ultra Hollow thing. And there we go. But with that, I'm going to make my way back out of here, and this will be practically the last part for this video since it's getting kind of long. This has been Dark Frozen Depths with more Criss Chronicles Sagas, and I'll see you again next time, guys. Take care.